Kempire Radio.
Hey, it's Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey on Kempire Radio.
What is this? I don't even know what this is.
Kempire Radio is an online radio station that loves OWN and loves Oprah.
Oh, my God.
First of all, we've been talking about OWN and a lot of the different shows that you have on OWN, so it's epic for you to be calling into the show tonight.
Well, that's cool.
And you're the question of the night.
I just saw that. I was just minding my own business, and I saw the question.
First of all, Oprah, I mean, the question of the night, we were asking our audience, how do they feel about you interviewing the Kardashians? A lot of people view the Kardashians as just simple reality stars. What do you think about the Kardashians, and why did you decide I have to interview them for next chapter?
Well, they are a cultural phenom, and for years, my team have been asking me about it, and I was like, well, I don't know, and I don't watch the show, and the daily grind, I say that lovingly, of the Oprah Winfrey Show. There were so many things that we covered over the past 25 years. In 25 years, I've interviewed every kind of person on earth. And so doing people who are a part of the culture, whether it was the Octomom at the time, that was several years ago, or talking to people who are relevant for one reason or another, that's what I did. And so I had originally thought that the next chapter would be about exploring different parts of the world. Mm-hmm. We realized that that's, number one, exhausting, number two, ultra expensive. And so the idea of just looking into people's lives who we think are a part of the fascination for this country is what I've decided to do with Next Chapter, in addition to traveling in different places in the world. Like tomorrow I head down to Bahamas to do David Copperfield on his island. So I kept hearing about the Kardashians, and I just woke up one morning and said to my team, I would like to know for myself, what is it? What is it? I'd never watched I don't watch a whole lot of TV because I have so much of my own TV to program and work. So I'm like the cobbler's children who has no shoes, like the people who do nails don't do their own, and so forth. So I wanted to know. I just was curious because they are undeniably a phenomenon. Yeah. And so I went in with an open mind, the same way I approach every interview.
And what happened after,
I thought it was real. First of all, they were as gracious as you would imagine. Yeah. I mean, they opened their doors. Yeah, opening their home. And, what I really got is that afterwards, after I left, they continued to work. I was there for 8 hours, and when I left, they were changing clothes, getting ready to continue working until midnight.
Wow.
So it's whatever people think about it, that is a lot of work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of discipline to show up at 5 o'clock every morning and work to midnight. And I know people would say, oh, just because the camera's in the home, and if you were paying me to do it, I would do it too. But it takes discipline. Even though it looks like you're having a good time, it takes discipline to do that. So I was not aware that they worked those kind of hours. And I would have to say, I am just fascinated by all of everybody's opinions about whether or not I should have interviewed them. Yeah. I just want to say to everybody, that is what I do. That is what I do. I talk to people for a living. I talk to people for a living. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I was down in South Carolina interviewing this girl named Shaquan Dooley, who murdered with her own hands her 2 children.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
Yeah, but that's what I do. I talk to people. I try to tell, uplift the consciousness, let people have insight into our own selves and our culture by looking at other people's stories. That's what I do.
Definitely. And some people were saying, Oprah, if you guys are just tuning to TKIF, I'm here with Oprah Winfrey. I never thought that would come out of my mouth.
I didn't think it was either. I was just getting ready to put on my pajamas and go to bed, and I just opened up the tweet. But hi.
Some critics are saying because...
This is unbelievable that you can be on your iPad, and I just hit this little thing. I don't even know what I did, and there you were. And there was a Brandy song, and I was like, is that real? Is that live? That's you right now in the
That's me.
T-shirt?
That's me in
Oh,
the
my God,
T-shirt.
this is amazing.
I probably should be dressed a little bit better for Oprah. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, this is amazing. And where are you?
New York City.
You are in New York City.
New York City. Where are you in the world right now?
I'm in California.
Oh.
Now, this is interesting. Isn't this the night Sue Simmons is having her last on NBC? Sue Simmons has been there for 32 years.
Wow. Wow. Oprah Winfrey here on Kempire Radio.
That's you. Hi.
Hi.
This is unbelievable.
Hey, Oprah.
Okay, so that's why, and that's why I interviewed the Kardashians. I saw that was the question. I think it's interesting that everybody has their own answers about it. Fun to talk to you. Are you Kempire?
I'm Kempire, Kemp. Wait, before you go, Oprah, and thank you so much for taking time out. I know that's a big thing. But, you know, a lot of people are saying that part of the reason why you did the interview with the Kardashians was to help the ratings at OWN. I know that you're saying that you're building OWN. You know, where is OWN right now? Is it steadily making that climb that you
Yes,
see?
I'm in the climb, and anybody who's ever started a business, whether it's a cupcake company or whether you did try to make sweet potato pies, you got to figure out how many and what the audience really likes and what your customers really like, and that's all a part of it. You know, for 25 years, I did the Oprah Winfrey Show. I loved it every day. Nobody remembers that climb. Nobody remembers that one. But, you know, I really am fine. I love that I have the opportunity. How many people in the world, and particularly little black girls born in Mississippi at the time that I was, will ever have an opportunity to say, I have my own network. It's like painting from a paint box. And, you know, this week you did the Kardashians. Last week I did 50 Cent. Part 2 of 50 Cent. You know, if I had been working for someone else and I interviewed 50 Cent and the interview had gone as long as it did and was interesting as it was to me, I would have had to leave half of that on the cutting room floor. Mm-hmm. But because it is my own network, I get to say, you know what, I'll do them again next week because I don't want to lose any of that. And so from week and in upcoming weeks, I just came back from Brazil. I did John of God. So it's like a palette. You're painting with different colors and different brushes. If you don't like John of God, maybe you like 50 Cent. If you don't like 50 Cent, maybe you like Steven Tyler. And if you don't like that, then maybe you like the Kardashians. And so it is the television business. So when the people say, you know, are you trying to get ratings? Everybody who's on television is trying to get ratings. For 25 years, I tried not to think about ratings. I just did what I did because I had a contract that allowed me to have the freedom of not worrying about ratings. But this is a business. And so did I do them just for ratings? No. Do I hope that people will watch? And am I trying to do things that I think will garner the public's interest? Yes. Because it's the television business.
I think what else OWN needs is a Kempire Radio on it. Just saying. Just going to put that in there since you're
just
on
saying.
Just
well,
saying.
This was fun. This was just fun going through the...
and we appreciate Oprah, this is definitely a lifelong dream. Thank you for just calling in.
So how long have you... Who are you and how long have you been doing this?
The name is Kemp Parchment. This is Kempire Radio.
Kemp, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I just saw you on my tweet right now.
You know, eventually you will. Well, now you know.
Now I do.
Now
I mean,
you know.
anybody's been, I'll tell everybody now.
This is our third year doing Kempire Radio.
And so you do it when? Like every day?
Well, we do a live Friday night show every Friday. And
I'm so glad. You can't see me, right?
No.
Okay, good. Good. Because I'm looking at you. I didn't know.
I know. Everyone's looking at me. I didn't want to have a camera in the studio, but everyone voted for a camera, so a camera is here.
Okay, and how many people are on your team?
Oh, my... well, 1, 2, 3. 3 of us.
That's good. Okay, yeah. I saw the hashtag Team Kempire.
Yes. Everyone's spreading the word, and we're inspired by things that you've done. So we are pushing for OWN. We're always talking about it on Kempire Radio, and we're excited about Iyanla's new show.
Oh my gosh, that is great.
When does that start?
It is great. It is great. I mean, you know, let's see. I think it's going to start whenever Sweetie Pies comes back. I think that's October or last week in September or October. But it is great. And I think it's just, it's fantastic that Iyanla and I have done full circle and that we come to this, you know, this moment so that when she was ready, I wasn't ready, and now that we are both ready together for a network that I am trying to grow and
It
build.
had to happen that way. It had to happen that way.
Yeah, God's all up in that, Kim.
Life class. When is, I saw you in life class when you were here in New York at Radio
Oh, were
City.
you there?
Yes, I was.
Oh, that's so
I'm a
cool.
fan, Oprah.
Well, that is so cool. And well, thanks for having what were people saying? Because I tuned in late.
Well, it's been a combination. My co-host Escoterica was also saying that Oprah's not above interviewing the Kardashians. It's part of what she does, and a lot of people, there were mixed things. People just feel like this is Oprah, this is the Kardashians. I think they just see them at two different levels, and they felt that you're above interviewing the Kardashians.
But this is so interesting to me. This is what I do. I talk to people who represent whatever aspects of our culture. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. That's what you do. That's what you do.
And
that's what you do.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the Kardashians are a phenomenon. I mean,
That's what I've been saying. Did you take that word right out of my mouth? That's what I've been saying. They obviously are a phenomenon, and who made them the phenomenon?
Exactly. We did.
Y'all did. I had never watched before. I had to do a Kardashian cram.
Did you learn anything new from them?
Well, everything I learned was new because I'd never experienced it before. I hadn't been in that orbit. So everything I learned. This is what I think. I saw somebody on Twitter saying, Oprah thinks maybe it was Facebook, Oprah thinks we all want to know what Kim's response is to the 72 days. I will have to tell you, I was impressed by her answer. And, I didn't have a lot of skin in the game of what she should have done, because I really didn't. It wasn't my business, so I didn't go in with opinions about what that was or wasn't. When I say it was open-minded, it really was. But I was impressed by her response, and it takes a lot to impress me. I was impressed by her response, and I thought it was honest. And, she did that thing that Maya Angelou says, you can tell what you know, you don't have to tell everything you know. So I think she did a really good job of that.
Oprah.
But it's interesting, everybody got something to say about it. So I just hope...
Everybody got opinions, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
Then, Oprah, thank you so much for calling. First of all, you just need to know how much you inspire so many people, including myself. You're part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So
really?
Yeah. Oprah, you saved my life when you didn't even know it. And I knew one day that we would talk. I knew one day we would. I knew we would. I didn't know it would be today, though. But things happen.
Well, I'm so glad I did something that allowed you to feel... people tell me sometimes that I saved their life or that I did one thing or another, but nothing happens without you. So whatever it was, if I was able to bring a little piece of light into your life at a time when you most needed it, you're the one who actually took that and did something with it. So applause back at you.
Miss Oprah Winfrey on Kempire Radio for the first time. Miss Oprah, thank you again. I hope
you come back. Okay, bye. I'm not even sure how I did this, but okay.
One day, Kempire Radio on OWN TV. Come on.
Okay, I heard you. Bye.
Oprah Winfrey, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.